east side, west side. It doesn't matter because you're on the best side. And welcome to episode 43 out of 1 million. And I just want to say hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're a first-time listener, viewer, hi. This is what you see is what you're gonna get. If you're a viewer or listener who hasn't subscribed to the podcast page on YouTube or Spotify or Apple, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Hi. There we go. August 9th is the day today. I feel like I'm going to rhyme there. I'm just checking to see if we're all synced up here. We're fucking synced up. All right. 48 BC, Caesar's Civil War, Battle of Pharsalis. Julius Caesar decisively defeats Pompey at Pharsalis, and Pompey flees to Egypt. That's what I'm talking about, Caesar. Birthdays. We got Jamarcus Russell, Oakland Raiders great. We got Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek, fantastic producer, writer, actor. We have Audrey Tautou from Amélie, that one great French film. We have Derek Fisher, Gillian Anderson, Agent Scully from The X-Files, fantastic actress. Deion Sanders, primetime NFL great. Whitney Houston, it's her birthday today. She died on this day. She died in 2012. Today is her birthday. Sam Elliott, great Western actor. He's in a fantastic series I've talked about before called 1883. I've talked about before. He's fantastic in it. And then today is Bob Cousy's birthday. NBA great. He's 95 years old. And to be honest with you, I thought he died a few years ago, but he's still alive. He's probably the first great NBA point guard. And played for the Boston Celtics. What's interesting about him is he retired for 7 years. And he came back and played a few games. And that's just kind of unheard of, is retiring for 7 years and then coming back. Pretty amazing. And then also, a thing of note is back then they used to dribble the ball like this. You know, they couldn't dribble on the side. Nowadays, players can dribble on the side. And that's how they do their crossovers and fun moves and razzle-dazzle, things like that. But back then, you couldn't do that. So that's why you see all these old-timey players dribbling like that. And could you imagine if the NBA was still like that today? If you could just dribble like the top, that would be pretty comical to see players do that. Pretty interesting too. They should have a preseason game where the rules are like that, like a fun exhibition preseason game where you can only do that. And I would watch that. That'd be interesting. To do. Can we please ask Adam Silver to do that, please? I would much enjoy a game of that very much. So those are the birthdays. Okay. What are we on now? We're on. Okay. Yeah. The Mega Millions ticket has been sold in Florida for $1.58 billion. That's the jackpot. I think you get less than that, but pretty fucking insane. The third largest in U.S. history. I did buy a few tickets, but to no avail. I did not win a single dollar. So they took my money, and yeah, but good for this person who won this in Neptune Beach, Florida. 1.58 billion was the jackpot. That's insane. Honestly, it really is. Could you imagine if you won that much money? I guess to say like the first thing, like I was reading an article, it was like, so what happens? So you won the lottery, now what? And then I guess like first thing you do is you delete all your social media, and then you like change your address and get a PO box. This is all before you like claim your ticket, I guess. And then and then of course you got to hire like security, a lawyer, and like an accountant, like a manager, money manager, So it's like a huge, because there are stories of people who just completely ruin their lives, and then they even regret winning it in the first place. And then there's like and then there's and then everyone comes on and is like, yeah, but those guys are idiots. If I won that much money, I would be set for life. I wouldn't be an idiot with it. It's like, I can kind of see how it goes both ways. It's a slippery slope. Especially if you're a person who just like is a spender, not a saver. But congratulations to this person. I think, is this one of those states where they don't have to say the identity, which is kind of bullshit. Why do some states where it's like you have to say your identity? It's like, oh, so you're just putting a target on my back. Why is that? I don't know. But congratulations to that person. $1.58 billion jackpot. It won't matter in 10 years when money is obsolete. When money's obsolete and Florida is just completely underwater. But hey, they have the money to buy a new house now. So, I hit the UFO weird button, and we are on the weird UFO segment. And something spotted in the news that I was perusing through the other day, and NASA's James Webb Telescope has spotted a giant question mark object in deep space. Why does it say object? I don't know. I guess it's an object. And we're gonna have I'm gonna have the picture up here, and pretty darn interesting. Here, save image. I'm just getting it ready for you folks. Huh? All right. Yeah, that's if you look at it, it's pretty weird. I think I read something like it's actually a like black hole eating a galaxy or something, and that's why it looks like that. People are saying it's the Riddler. People saying it's a missing texture file. This part of the universe hasn't loaded yet. So a lot of interesting theories. Maybe it's like also a warning, like don't even look over here, bitch. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but it is a pretty interesting coincidence. And another comment I read is like, another interesting one I read was that question mark was formed before the question mark was made on Earth, was invented on Earth. It's kind of scary and weird to think about, but once again, space completely making me poop my pants, and we're just little specks on a floating rock that's not even big, floating through space, and and I get annoyed at the leaf blowers outside. So, pretty insane stuff. I don't know. I think I would go to space if once they've done like 100 or 1,000 successful flights, I think I would go to space. But I think if they asked you to go to space right now, I would say, fuck that. No. What would you do? Just want to talk about that. Ooh. All right. Oh yeah. So I'm seeing Oppenheimer tomorrow. Excited about that. I had a little rant about 70 millimeter IMAXs last week, and got some responses from viewers and listeners with their logical explanation for why, and I just want to say fuck off. So yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow. And it's really exciting. So I can't wait. On Microsoft, don't use. Do you want to use the audio device? No. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, never mind. We're back on 11:12. See, I recorded this earlier, and this thing keeps coming up, and it looks like it's pausing the recording. So I freaked out, and that's why I'm like keep looking at it, because it freaked me out. And I thought I stopped recording, so I just started all over. So now this is actually my second go around. It keeps asking me if I want to do Microsoft Teams audio. I was like, no, I don't want to fucking do that. It's the first time I've Anyways, I'm seeing Oppenheimer tomorrow, and finally got tickets, third row. But I looked at the seating chart and like pictures of the actual theater, and they actually don't look too bad because there's a space between the screen. So instead of going like this, I'll just be going like this, So excited to see that. We'll for sure have a movie review on that next week, all about bombs and atomic bombs, nuclear bombs. Next week might be a bomb episode. But however, on Sunday, I ate some ice cream, and I watched Super Mario Brothers, the new Super Mario Brother movie, just released on Peacock. And I gotta tell you, it was fun. It was a fun movie. Still wish the Mario Brothers had somewhat of, more Italian, true to form accents, but it wasn't a big deal once you start watching it. It wasn't that big of a deal. I thought it was paced pretty well. It was nice and good and fast, kept the action up. It was exciting, very good, like action scenes and racing scenes. Well, there's a scene where they're on like the carts, and I thought it was really well done. But then there's like a scene where, oh, never mind, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but maybe in like a year I'll bring it up. But yeah, very fun movie. Out of 10, I would give it a 7.9. 7.9. Very fun movie, very exciting. I would watch it again. I thought the animation was fantastic. Animation nowadays is just on another level. I think we're in the golden age of animation quality, because there's all different types of styles of it now too. You see with like those animated Spider-Man movies, and like there's Pixar, there's DreamWorks, and then all these like indie animation studios that are just putting out amazing work as well. You watch shows like the Star Wars Visions, where like every episode is a different. I believe every episode is like a different company, and it shows their different animation style, and it's really cool that it's that's finally, blowing up and becoming mainstream, and not just kids like cartoons anymore, because those kids who like cartoons are now adults and have their own kids who like cartoons. So really cool. And then like I still watched like the old Looney Tunes, and like even that animation looks amazing. And old Disney films, that animation looks spectacular. Like Beauty and the Beast. I think I've talked about this again. But Beauty and the Beast blew me away when I watched it. Still when I watch it, when they like I think they like remastered it. I watched it again. I was like, shit, what a fucking great movie that was. It's probably my favorite Disney. Like the Disney princess movies. I think that's Beauty and the Beast is my favorite. But anyways, back to the Mario Brothers. Really fun movie, exciting movie. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. And then it sets it up for, and then there's going to be sequels, and then I hope my hope is that it all culminates into like an Avengers style movie where all of the characters meet up, and their Avengers is just going to be Super Smash Brothers. That would be really cool for a Super Smash Brothers movie. I'm Jodie Foster, and then of course like a Mario Kart movie would be cool. They kind of did a little Mario Kart-esque scene in there. They went on, I think they were on like Rainbow Road, and they got to do other movies in that universe now. So exciting stuff for that. Very, very fun movie. Go see it. Super Mario Brothers movie. What's it called? It's called the Super Mario Brothers movie. Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah. It's on Peacock. Jack Black was great as Bowser. I really liked him as Bowser. And then there was another voice that I liked. Chris Pratt was Mario. Charlie Day was Luigi. Anya Taylor-Joy was Peach. Keegan-Michael Key was Toad. And then Fred Armisen was Cranky Kong. Seth Rogen was Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong. My initials, DK. I thought Seth Rogen actually did pretty good at Donkey Kong. And then Fred Armisen played Cranky Kong. And I didn't expect... I used to think Cranky Kong would sound like an old man, come on. And Fred Armisen, made him sound like not that. It made him sound like a younger person, which was okay. I didn't expect that direction for it. Besides that, very fantastic. By the way, I love Fred Armisen. And yeah, that's the movie. You've seen the movie. That's it. So it's actually getting hot in here. Let's go. So, like I said, it's actually getting hot in here, so I'm going to go to the beach. But I will be right back. In fact, I'll take some questions from the beach. So, here we go. Right. So now I'm on the beach, and decided to take my questions and concerns this week from the beach. So, here we go. The first one, Brian from Roseville. He says, there are an estimated 100 billion stars in our galaxy, and an estimated 200 billion galaxies in the universe, and yet if the sun were the size of the period at the end of this sentence, the nearest star would be over a mile away. Isn't that just incomprehensible? Yes, Brian, that is weird to think about, scary to think about. And apparently all the grains of sand on Earth still doesn't match up with how many galaxies there are, which is insane. Look at this handful. Look at the handful of sand. That's insane to think about. Makes you wonder about things like that. It's a fascinating factoid, Brian. Okay, here's the next one. Kyle from Tracy. Hey Dan, I just watched the new Mario Brothers movie on the Cock. Fun movie, but it got me thinking about theme songs. Mario has to have one of the most recognizable theme songs there is, but is it top 5? What do you think of the top 5 most recognizable theme songs are? Also, what are a few of your favorite theme songs that may not have made that list? I'll take your comments off air. Kyle from Tracy, sent from Bob Iger's mom's house. How disturbing. Well, Kyle, I think the five most recognizable theme songs, and then a few of my favorite ones. I think the Star Wars theme song is pretty recognizable. I think the Cheers theme song is recognizable. It's two. I'm trying to think of like movies. Maybe The Godfather. I think Indiana Jones. Jurassic Park. A lot of John Williams stuff. A lot of John Williams. And then maybe for like a show. I already said Cheers. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe The Simpsons. I would start like, whoa. Maybe. A few of my favorites are Back to the Future. I like the Back to the Future theme song. Malcolm in the Middle. Yes, no. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle maybe is also one of my favorites. Yeah, I think definitely Star Wars is a recognizable theme song. And yeah, so that answers your question, Kyle. I guess there's but I guess there's also theme songs from like Mario Bros. Video games. So I'm trying to think of like something else, like a video game. I don't know, but that's my answer for you, Kyle. Yeah, thank you for writing in, and that's all the questions and comments, concerns that we have for this week. Now, back to the office. Wow, that was a great time at the beach. We actually have another question that I'm going to answer from here, and that is from Boran from Washington. Hi, Daniel. I think I already know what this is. Hi, Daniel. Wanted to clear up the confusion from last week's question. Yeah. I meant to ask which player from each individual team, NBA team, would win in a death battle. For example, Wiggins for the Warriors, LeBron for the Lakers, Brooks for the Grizzlies, and so on. Then the second question was who would win overall, pulling from the winners of the individual battles. For this week's question, what insect would you like to own as a pet if they were dog-sized? Love, Boran, sent via Morse code. I got some viewers told me what you meant, and yeah, apologies for that. I'm an idiot. The second part of the question still stands. I think Steven Adams will beat everyone. As for pulling out every player from every team, I think that would take a little long. Draymond from the Warriors, maybe LeBron from the Lakers. Dylan Brooks is not on the Grizzlies anymore, but Steven Adams is on the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, Jimmy Butler on the Heat, I think. Now that Udonis Haslem is old and retired. I think, this is just going to take a long time. But Steven Adams would win. Steven Adams. And then this week's question, what insect would you like to own as a pet if they were dogs? Oh, people walking by behind me. Hi. You hear him? He's like, nah, bro. I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, there they go. Who's that? Oh, never mind. Turn around. All right. Dog size. So I actually looked this up, and I feel like a spider would be a little too wide and couldn't really fit. I think actually they do clamp up, but I think my 2, 3 would be. I mean, you can't really pick one because They would all be terrifying looking. But if they were a pet, okay, so they're a pet, which means they were loyal to you and they didn't attack you. I would do a praying mantis, or a wasp, or a butterfly, or an ant. I'd probably do one that flew. So take out the ant there. I think honestly I would have like a wasp or a hornet. I'd probably have a hornet. And then, they can fly and they're just dangerous. They can protect me. They kind of look cool too. So yeah, I'd say a hornet would be my pick, Boran. Thank you for writing in. Thank you for writing in. And I believe that's all we have today. Next week, I will be talking about Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer and atomic bomb things. Should be an interesting episode. I'm not going to say it. It's going to be... I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. That's the questions. It's going to be the bomb. Happy birthday, Bob Cousy. Congratulations to that Mega Millions winner. Fuck you. Question mark in the sky. What's that all about? Things are getting weird. I saw another video of this UFO like pooping out these like orbs. Oh my God. Super Mario Bros. Julius Caesar, congrats on the victory. Taking Pompeii, getting Pompeii out of there. Who was Pompey? He was a political ally and finally the enemy of Julius Caesar. Lived to 57. He was assassinated. Yeah. Well, congrats, Julius Caesar, on the victory. Let us know what else you're gonna do in Rome. And I'll tune in with all of you next week. Okay. Like I said, please subscribe. I'm just running on here. But please subscribe and like the YouTube channel. Anywhere you listen to me, please, please, please. Thank you. And goodbye.